Yes, sir. Fine, guys. Chalo, we shall continue. We'll do some problems on residential status of individual. Missed silence. Everyone observe because question is very important. See, guys, on residential status, especially on individual, they may test you. They can ask either the MCQ question or descriptive question. Clear? Even if they ask MCQ question, try to get the answer as early as possible. Follow some steps. Okay, simple, guys. First, what do you check? Sir, is the individual covered under exceptions or not? If yes, accordingly you have to check. Okay. Now, if he is covered in exception, only 182 days you will check. If not covered in exception, what do you check? Both the condition. Once you get to know, and for that, what do you check? Did he satisfy 6-1 condition or not? What do you check? Previous year. We will mainly target previous year, how many days he was in India. And as per that criteria, once he or she become resident, we will go and check additional condition. Agree na? Yes. So try to follow the steps one by one. So I will try to explain first. If by chance if it is an MCQ question, how to get the answer quickly. Then we will also give. I have given the pattern of presenting the answer. Okay, I have already given it. So you just have, we'll just go through it. Okay, how do you present the answer in the exam if it is a descriptive question? Presentation also matters a lot, guys. Okay, especially if it is a descriptive, I am telling. Mr. Rishi, a British national, comes to India. There only exceptions ruled out. There only exception ruled out. Comes to India for the first time during 1920. Okay, sir. During the previous year 1920, 2021, 21-22, 22-23 and 23-24. He stayed in India for how many days? 55, 60, 80, 160 and 70 days. Determine the residential status. Now, first thing, is he covered in exception? No, sir. So both the conditions are alive. Okay, both the conditions are alive. So we have to check both. Okay. Now, I have just taken a rough working here. You need not take down this. Now, first thing, in the previous year, how many days he was in India? That we will check. How many days? 70 days. Okay. So as soon as you see this number, first condition ruled out, sir. First condition under section 6.1 ruled out, ah? Yes, sir. Second one, alive, ah? Yes. Because 60 or more satisfied. Then check last 4 years. Add up everything. They have given, na? So leave 70, add up the other 4 numbers. 160 plus 80 plus 60, 55. 355. So 4 years put together is 355 days. So did he satisfy second condition? No, sir. This is not satisfied. That means complete second condition is also not satisfied. Who is he? Hey, who is Rishi? Who is Rishi? Who is Rishi? Huh? British? Hey, you know who is British Prime Minister? He is a son-in-law of India. Okay, you should have some respect for him. That is, I have a great regards for Narayan Murthy sir because he is called the father of Indian IT industry. Okay, and the father-in-law of British Prime Minister. Okay, chalo. Because see, without Infosys, without TCS or without Tata Group full, India would have not been what it is today, guys. Okay, even Reliance to some extent, but I have a high regards to these two groups, that is Infosys as well as entire Tata Group. Entire, because India would have not been the same without them. Yes, sir. What is Rishi now? Non-resident. Be attentive here. Okay, you guys don't be discussing. If any doubt, put it here, not there, to each other. Hope you guys understood. Now, should we check additional condition? No, sir. Yes, somewhere I got yes, sir. Okay. No, we need not check because he has not satisfied both. He is a non-resident. No need to check section 6.6. Simple. If it is the MCQ question, this is how the fast you have to get the answer. Okay, and select the options. Now, sir, if it is a descriptive question, how do we present it? Systematic present. If this is the question asked, maybe they will ask only for 3 marks. Why means there is no additional condition checking. If there is additional condition checking also, it might be for 5 or 6 marks. It might be for 5 or 6 marks, guys. Hope you guys understood. Okay, that type of question also is there, which we will see later. Sir, how is the presentation? If it is a descriptive question, first, see, divide it into 3 parts, guys. applicable provision means you have to explain what is the provision applicable for the relevant to the question. For this question, is 6 applicable? No. So should I explain that also? Not required. Then second point or heading is facts and analysis of the case. Facts means what is given in the question, and analyze it. What has happened? What was supposed to be happen? Is he a resident, non-resident? What is that? You decide. Okay. Then conclusion, give it in one line. That is the final answer. Okay. Maximum it should be in 2 lines, not more than that. Okay. Your analysis and all should be in the second paragraph. Should be in the second paragraph. Means what are you trying to tell? Tell it in the second paragraph. Final conclusion should be 1-liner or maximum 2 lines. Don't again write the story there. Okay, why is he non-resident? Why is he resident? Don't tell it there. Tell it in analysis paragraph. Tell it in analysis paragraph. And this is the format given by me, which is normally followed by the institute guys. See, some people also suggest you to write like this, or some books or whatever. First, it will be facts of the case, then applicable provision, then analysis of the case, then conclusion. So in the facts of the case, they will rewrite the question in the points. Okay, in the points, whatever is there, sorry, in the question, whatever is there, just put it in 2-3 points. But I don't suggest, because again, it will be a repetition, because you have to connect the facts with what you are telling. So it's better if you write single paragraph for both facts as well as analysis, guys. Okay, nothing wrong if you do that also. But for me, this is better. What I feel is this is better, guys, where we are connecting facts along with the analysis. Analysis means whose analysis? Your own analysis. Okay. So in that scenario, what you have to connect is the actual provision along with what? To the question, fact given in the question. What is actually given in the question? Okay. Applicable provision. As per section 6.1, always it should start like this. Sir, what if I don't remember the section number? Then you write as per the provisions of income tax. As per the provisions of, this is the worst case I am telling. Okay. Please remember the provision, section. Okay. Huh? Huh? What section number you will write it as an heading? It's good, nah? Okay. Yeah. If section number you are telling, you don't know the provision only or section number? See, provision only, better don't go for exam only. Okay. Okay, just kidding. So if you don't know the section number, write as per the provisions of income tax, comma, write the story. What is the provision? Okay. But guys, to the extent possible, please remember the section. It is very, very important for you. As I already told you, assume these 2 guys are going for an exam. One person extremely know all the section, another person know only provision. Now both of them are attending the same question. Assume Naveen has written the answer very well, but without the section. Chetan has written the answer along with the section number. As an evaluator, will you give the same marks for both? Will you give, sir, same answer except that section he has missed? Will you give the same marks? Definitely not. Assume it is a 5 marks question. If you are giving 3.5 or 4 for him, at least half marks extra you will give him. Okay, because he is doing something extra than others. Nah? So that half marks extra at least. Assume you are getting for every question. Okay, so at the end it might be 4-5 marks for you. So will it make difference? Definitely. There are people in the past who have scored 196, 195, 194 and failed. Passed in all papers, sir, but no aggregate. Okay, or else in single paper 38, 39 or 37, something like that. Sorry, evaluator will not have that much mercy also. No mercy here. I told you, no pushing, only pulling. Okay, so please take care of this, guys. It is not so easy to accept it later. Sir, what if I just failed by 3 marks, 4 marks? Can you just imagine it? Can you accept it? Just imagine how that student's situation will be on those days when he get the result. To digest that and start preparing again itself will take long time. To digest that result, to accept that I have failed, okay, they will start questioning themselves, where did I go wrong? Where? Because no one will accept that marks. Okay, so they would have thought I will pass. Okay, I see. CA is the exam. When you come out, you cannot tell exactly how many like doctor. Okay, I have done my work. Okay, other things left to God. Okay, so when it comes to CA exam, see POC and all. When I wrote the exam and I came, I used to tell my parents how much I will get. Even you, most of you are the same scenario. Na? How much will you get? 100, 99, 98, or above 90. Something you will have a target. Already decided. Okay. After writing the exam. But here, that is not the case. That is not the case. You will tell, I have done well. Let's other things we will see. Other things left to ICI. Okay, not God, ICI. Who is your God? ICI. Okay. Huh? That is blunder. Okay. That is like cold-blooded murder. Okay. Sir, what is it? Sir, I have written provision correct, but section wrong. You yourself are showing that you don't know the section what you are supposed to write. You don't know the section what you have written. Agree, na? What did you prove there? You don't know what you are supposed to write. You don't know what you have written. Both you don't. Okay. So don't do that. When you are not sure about the section, please don't write it only. Okay. Only if you are sure, pakka guarantee, only then you write it, guys. Okay. Sir, I have a confusion. 6 or 9 anta. Okay. Better leave it. Okay. So don't quote it at all. Arel, sir, as per section 6/9, you take which you want. Okay. Don't do that. Chalo. Bhaskar. Sir, in applicable provision, if any one condition is satisfied means resident, right, sir? But both the conditions should be satisfied, sir. No. Any one, na? I have written or in between, you see. Let me explain. Yeah. As per section 6.1, an individual is said to be resident in India in any previous year if he fulfills any one of the following two basic conditions. And one more doubt. Sir, should I underline the important? Should I underline the important thing in the exam? Okay, now you are using color pen, sketch pen, marker and all. Please don't carry that to the exam. Okay, maximum if you are underlining, do it in the pencil. And sir, is it mandatory? It depends. There are two different views there. Okay, one view is, yes, try to highlight what is important in your answer. Another view is, whatever is you are written is important only. Okay, if you are underlining something, that means other things are not important. Huh? Both views are there. Okay, both views are there. Okay, it depends again, however you have practiced like in the past and all how you are done. So I suggest if possible, if time permits, because that for that also there is a time. Managing 3 hours time in inter is very crucial, guys, in all the papers. Okay, so many students cannot complete the paper in 3 hours. Okay, so you have to take up some test, you have to start writing, start practicing, only then you will realize it. Don't straight away prepare and go to the exam. You have to take up some mock test. Okay, so just before the exam, sit for the 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is your exam timings. Sit during that time, take some past question papers, try to attend yourself and see whether you are able to complete the paper. See how is the condition, how is your preparation, self-evaluate. Self-evaluate. All this you have to do, which I will talk about this and all again in the later part. Now, so if you ask me, sir, should we underline? Yes, you can do it, but in the pencil, but don't underline the entire answer again. Some people will be doing full underlining. Like for example, here anyone. Okay, and final answer is a non-resident. Just underline this. Okay. So as soon as the evaluator see your answer, some highlight point you are given, other things he will go through. It is like that. Yeah. Sir, what if I don't underline? Still okay. Okay, it's not mandatory for you to underline. So if you are not able to manage the time, then better ignore underlining. Yeah, because again for underlining and all, you have to search what is important, underline it. For that, some minutes is required. Okay. So instead of that, sir, I can write one more answer. No. Yes, if you feel that is better you can do that one. Okay. So what is the first condition? He or she is in India in the previous year for a total period of 182 days or more. Second one, or. Please highlight that or. Okay, that is why I have leave one line gap. Even you can also do that in the exam, same thing. Okay. Then he or she is in India for a total period of 60 days or more during the previous year. And sir, and I have used here, please don't use short form, better full form. And 365 days or more during 4 years preceding the previous year. Look at the terms how I used. Some people will write 60 or more in previous year and 365 days or more in 4 years. That's all. Not complete sentence. Okay, so what evaluator should understand what you have exactly written there. Obviously they will be knowing it, but they want you to write full. They want you to write full. Please use it. Okay, don't write only 4 years. What 4 years? Preceding the previous. Complete the sentence always. Complete the sentence. Okay. If an individual fails to fulfill both the above condition, then he or she is a non-resident. This is the provision. Agree? For this question only this much is applicable. I have stopped it there. If required, then I have to give connection to 6 also. But for this question, not relevant. Okay. Facts and analysis of the case. Look at this. In the given case. Which case? In the given case means question. Okay. Mr. Rishi has stayed for 70 days in India during the previous year and for 355 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. What is it? Fact. So, Mr. Rishi what? Fails to fulfill both the condition given under section 6.1 for the previous year 23-24. What is it? Your analysis. Clear? Means from the fact, this is what you understood. Clear? Yes. And for giving analysis, what should you do? You have to connect fact with provision. Fact with provision. And here it is only one liner because straightforward question. Conclusion. Therefore, Mr. Rishi is a non-resident in India for assessment year 24-25. As he is a non-resident, Naina, we need not check 6.6. Okay. Because once he is a non-resident, should we check 6.6? Not required. Sir, can I write that in the exam? If you require, you can write, but not mandatory. Okay. As he is a non-resident, section 6.6 condition need not be checked. If you want, you can write it, but I don't think it is required. Okay. So I don't feel that is required for this type of question. So better not to write it. Hope you guys understood. Okay. And please take up this question and try to practice it once. Okay. I have given it here. Doesn't mean that it will be given in the exam. Now you have to present it. So try to do it. Not only this question, every question, please try to practice by yourself just by looking into the questions, guys. Next, second question. Mr. Ram, an Indian citizen. Catch one thing there. Indian citizen. So you have to be very careful with what? Exceptions. He is living in Delhi since 1960. He left for Japan. He is there in Delhi. Delhi where? India. Since 1960. He left for Japan on 1st July 2018 and comes back on August 7, 2023. For what? Visit. Indian citizen settled abroad. Coming to India during a previous year for a visit. Is he covered in exception? Yes, sir. Now, next, when did he come? 7th August 2023. When did he leave India? July 1st, 2018. Now, from this, you have to apply common sense. I told you somewhere common sense has to be applied. So, can I tell before 1st July 2018, he was completely in India? Okay, this is what assumption we will make and give a note for it. Clear? Yes, sir. Because that is important for checking additional. That is important for checking additional conditions. Because they are not exactly given in the past was he a resident, how many days he is in India and all. Just by that sentence, we have to use common sense and assume that before 2018, he was in India. Okay. Chalo. Now, let me go back to my working. So, is he covered in exception? Yes, sir. So, what is alive? Only first condition. Second condition is dead. Second condition, don't use this word and all. Dead to alive. I am just explaining it. Chalo. Now, so we have to check only 182 days criteria. Let us check how many days he was in India during previous year 23-24. Check it. Calculate. Check in the sense calculate. Tell me how many days Ram was there in India during previous year 23-24. Madam, use your calculator.
You have not mentioned whether it is for employment, business, or
where? For India you are telling. See, almost 3-4 years he was there. Now what will he do? There also commons. So it will be, again there also it is better. Okay, that is employment only. Na? It will be either for employment profession. Because if it is for 1 year or maximum 5-6 months and all, it might be a visit there also. But almost 5 years. So obviously it is understood there. 147. Okay. Others. He is there. Till the end of the year is there. How many days? Shh, don't discuss. You do it by yourself. Madams, you do it by yourself. I will anyway give it. Silence, guys. Do it by yourself. 136. 236. Come on, guys. Please do it by yourself. No murmuring, no talking. Apply your own mind there. I'm just asking you to calculate. That's all. Nothing else. I am not asking you the answer. I am not asking you any analysis, just calculation, plus, minus, give answer. I have got 3 answers, 236, 237, 238. Even if one day difference if you write, they will cut the marks. Okay, answer might be correct, it may not make difference for the answer. You don't know the simple math anta. Okay, half marks at least they will deduct. Come on guys. 2024, is it a leap year or what? Leap year. So 28 days in February or 29 days? 29 days. Sir, is it important, sir? Yes, it is important. Sir, now 2024 is a leap year. We know that. What about any other year? Simply divide that respective year by 4. Divide that respective year by 4. If you get the exact number, it is a leap year. If you get something in decimal, then it is not a leap year. Okay, so for example, 2020. I want to know whether 2020 is a leap year. Divide 2020 by 4. Are you getting the exact number? Yes, sir. It is a leap year. So 2021 I want to check. 2021 by 4 you do. You will not get an exact number. You will get something in decimal. So does it mean that it is a leap year? No, sir. Hope you guys got it. Okay. Now, when did he come to India? 7th August. Did they tell when he went back? No. So it is understood he was there till the end of the era. If not, if he has gone back, then they would have told, nah, he gone back on this date. So from the question, it is understood that he was there in India till 31st March. Sir, what about after that? We are not bothered. After that also he might be in India, but I am not bothered about it. Okay, because I am checking the residential status for which year? 23, 24. Hope you guys got it. Okay. Now I have to count the number of days from where to where. 7th August to 31st March, including both days. Including 7th. Okay. So what do you do? Simple. Take your calculator. Take your calculator. Come on. How many days in August? 31. Minus 6. Not 7. 6. 7 has to be counted. Minus 6. So you will get correct now. Any confusion, madam? Okay. So 7th has to be counted to be in India. Hey, silent. 7th has to be counted to be in India. So how many days in August? 25. Okay, 31 minus 6. Then September, add up. September 30 days. Then October 31, November 30, December 31, January 31, February 29, March 31. March 31. So how many days? 238. So many gave 37, 236 and all. So it is 238 days, guys. Clear? Any confusion? No, sir. So 238 days. So did he satisfy the first condition? Yes. Sir, should we check second condition? Yes. Sorry, not second. Additional condition. Okay. Second condition is not required. Anyway, it is not at all applicable. So now should we check additional conditions, sir? Yes. Should we check additional condition? Yes. Vignesh, sir, why 7th counted? We discussed now, sir. The date of arrival into India is considered to be in India. Na? So 7th is considered to be in India. Yes, additional condition. What is the first one? Resident in 2 years out of the last 10 years, guys. Come on. Here we have to apply again the common sense. When did he leave India? 2018. So let us go back to our previous years. So last year, 22, 23, then 21, 22, then 20, 21, then 19, 20, then 18, 19. When did he leave? In this year. 18, 19. I guess July, na? Somewhere in July. So it is 18, 19. Now, you just remove this years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years remove. Still 6 years is remaining. In that 6 years. Okay, remove this year also. Another 5 years he was in India. Na? Another 5 years he was in India. Na? Yes, sir. So that 5 years he was resident. So did he satisfy the first condition? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How to explain? I will show it. Okay. So I'm just trying to get the answer first. Okay. First condition satisfied. What is second condition? 730 or more during 7 years preceding the previous year. So out of 7, leave 5 years completely. Another 2 years he was completely in India. Na? Yes, sir. So 730 days. Plus, even in this year till July he was there in India. Na? April, May, June. Okay, even that we have to count. So definitely more than 730. Definitely more than 730. Sir, should we prove that calculation and all? No, I told you, common sense we have to use. Okay, but obviously we have to explain it. Okay, you cannot tell he is an ordinary resident by using my common sense. Thank you. Okay, I have used my common sense. You have to explain how you assumed it or how you got that answer. Okay, yes. Hope you guys are clear with this. Okay, if it is an MCQ answer, try to get the answer as quickly as possible. If this question is asked for MCQ, at least for 2 marks they would have asked. At least means maximum 2 only. MCQ will not be asked for 3-4 marks and all. Okay, if it is a lengthy question, normally they will keep it for 2 marks, guys. Sir, how come, sir, so lengthy question? You will save time in presentation. Na? You will spend the time only for getting this answer. That is why I am explaining first like this. Okay, try to get the answer. Then if it is a descriptive, present it. Present it. Now, sir, coming to this question, should I explain 6.6 also in applicable provision? Yes, you have to, because the question requires that. Question requires it. I have to connect for 6.6. Now, I have to check 6.6 additional condition. That means you have to mention that section. Clear? Sir, how do we present it? If this question is asked for descriptive type, it will be minimum 5 to 6, guys. Minimum 5 to 6 marks, as we have to explain both. Yeah, here I have written without the heading. Chal. Sir, that is what I have to disclose. I will show how you have to present the answer. I have given it here. An individual is said to be resident in India in any previous year. Same story, guys. Still here it is same story. Okay. Whatever we did for last question. Extra thing, let me focus. However, so what is given here is, if you satisfy any one condition, you are a resident. But here it is covered in exception. Should I connect that? Yes, sir. What is it? However, if an Indian citizen engaged outside India in an employment or a business or a profession has come to India on a visit during relevant previous year, then second condition under section 6.1 is not applicable. Second condition not applicable for him to determine his residential status. And in the question, they are not directly given did he engage in business, profession, employment outside India anta. But here, there also it is assumed, guys. Okay. And whenever you are making an assumption, it should be appropriate assumption. Sir, why are you assuming he is engaged in business, profession or employment outside India? Because he stayed there for almost 5 years. For almost 5 years. No one will go for a visit for 5 years, guys. Clear? So if you want, you can just mention that point also. It is assumed that he is engaged in business, employment or profession in Japan. I guess Japan. Okay. In Japan. Clear? Before coming back to India. Okay. In the given case, coming back to fact now. In the given case, Mr. Ram, an Indian citizen who was living in Delhi since 1960, had left for Japan on 1st July 2018 and come back to India for a visit visit. Sir, what is it? Visit. So you are coming back for visit means obviously you have an intention to go back. So there you have left something and came. Okay, what is that, sir? Family? No. So something is there for you. Okay, that is source of income. Okay, yes. For on August 7, 2023, that is during the previous year. Okay. So Mr. Ram is covered in the exception category for whom second condition under section 6.1 is not applicable. So he has to satisfy first condition given under section 6.1 to be resident in India for the previous year 23-24. Mr. Ram has stayed for 238 days. Even if you write 237, 236, answer will not change. But they may deduct half marks. They will, guys, obviously. Okay. They will deduct at least half marks there. Mr. Ram has stayed for 238 days in India during the previous year 23-24. Hence, Mr. Ram is resident in India for the assessment year 24-25. This is the first part. This is the first part, not the final conclusion. So that is why I have not given the heading, because I have done part wise. First part, I have decided whether he is a resident or non-resident. Once he is a resident in the first part, we will go to the second part. Now, coming to the second part. Mr. Ram would become ordinary resident if he satisfies both the following condition under section 6.6. Okay. What are those? He is resident in India for a period of at least 2 years out of 10 years immediately preceding the relevant previous year. And He has been in India for 730 days or more during the 7 years immediately preceding the relevant previous year. Now, this sentence is important for you. As Mr. Ram left India on 1st July 2018, it is assumed that prior to that he was staying completely in India. So, it is understood that Mr. Ram satisfied both the condition given under section 6.6. Should I prove it? How will you prove it? Okay, I explained it there, na? Like how is it 5 years? And that you cannot explain in sentence. Sir, should we do it? No. Okay, but write it. Sir, did we use common sense? That and all, please don't mention it. Okay, like how I use the terms here, please try to use the same guys. Okay, if at all this kind of question comes. Yeah, so I will just read that once again, which is important for this question. As Mr. Ram left India on 1st July 2018, it is assumed that prior to that he was staying completely in India. So, it is understood that Mr. Ram satisfied both the condition given under section 6.6. Therefore, Mr. Ram is ordinary resident in India for assessment year 24-25. Hope it is clear for you. Clear? So, whatever is required for that question, please explain all. Okay, so for this question 6.6 was it required, sir? Definitely. Sir, for this question is exception was required? Yes. So that is why I explained it. If not, I would have not mentioned it. Clear? Yes, sir. Chalo guys, we'll stop it here. We'll stop it here because there will be a power cut it seems. So that is what information I got. So before it stops, we will only stop. Okay. Or as online students will be have no clue. Fine guys, we'll stop it here. Listen. Okay, I am not at stop. I told I will stop. Pramod. ನೀನೇನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೀ. ಚಲೋ. So third question, try it as a homework guys. Try it as a homework. First two question, try to practice it. Third question, try it as a homework. Everyone should try and get back. Okay, I will ask the answer, then I will discuss it tomorrow. Fine guys, we'll stop it here. Bye, good night, take care.